Hey man, look, we have an interesting backstory. How do we know each other?
I kept DMing you until you responded.
Yeah, but then I responded for a very special reason.
Oh,
a year ago.
Yeah, you wanted me to write that book for you.
The book, right?
The art of the boy?
The art of the fuckboy. Yeah. Naturally, you had writer in your thing, so I'm like, oh wait, is he a writer?
Right, yeah.
I mean, no, thank you for putting in copious amounts of hours to write my book, bro. That never got published.
And what did I do? I did like one chapter.
Yeah. You did like one chapter.
Yeah, copious amounts of hours.
After that, I hit you up for the Violet video. That was the first introduction that my fans saw of you on my channel. And then at the time, you made it to the final 5.
Yeah.
But then what happened there?
What happened?
I think Violet was just
Oh yeah, she was like
you didn't make the cut.
Yeah. I brought up another porn star's name that was also Violet, and she was not having it. Can I be honest? The real reason I wanted to be on that video,
What?
not because of Violet.
Not because of Violet.
I just wanted to go to LA. Because I've never been to LA before.
Really?
Yeah, and I wanted to be flown out to LA.
So were you not a virgin?
I was.
Oh, okay.
But I really wanted to go to LA.
Oh, okay. I just want to get a quick backstory, right? Of like
my dating life, or
yeah, your dating life.
Okay.
At the time, you were like what, 22, 23?
23.
23 at the time. All right, and then you were just like pretty much sheltered your whole life in New York. Or
it's
like,
not that I was sheltered. It's just like 16 years old to like basically now. Like I literally stopped hanging out with my friends and shit because I was so focused on like becoming a YouTuber. And before I was a YouTuber, I was like running a mobile game company.
Okay.
And so like all my time was spent
on the YouTube and
I was on my Gary V shit, like where Gary's like stop hanging out with your friends for your 20s and shit like that. Like that was my mindset. Right. So like it's not even I wasn't just talking to girls, like I stopped talking to my friends.
And to bring it back to the YouTube stuff, let me I'm sorry I didn't give you the proper introduction, bro. This is a man with 350,000 subscribers, bro. Like that's no easy feat. Nobody just wakes up and just gets.
No, it happens to some people. It happens to some people.
It happens, but I mean, this took time.
Oh yeah, I've been doing YouTube for like 6 years. So
right, and like something that you do is also it's animations.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody could just like it's a skill set. You learned it. And, But here's one thing I realized: you call yourself the talentless writer.
Yeah.
Why that name?
So like before I started this channel, I wanted to make like pilots for TV shows, and like I made a couple and like I submitted them to like it's called Channel 101. It's like whatever, you send in your pilot and then like approve it and then you make more if they like it, and they didn't like my shit. So I was like, I want to be a writer, but nobody likes my shit, so I'm the talentless writer. That was the whole reason behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since then, you started the channel six years ago.
I started my first channel 6 years ago, and then I had like before this channel I had like 5 or 6 channels.
So you were always into YouTube. Always making channels. Yeah.
Okay. Well, not always. This was like since I was 17, 18 that like I started like actually trying. But then this channel I started like 4 years ago.
4 years ago. How old were you at the time?
20.
20?
Yeah.
And you were like in college?
Yeah, constantly dropping out of college. I dropped out of college like 4 times.
Just because it's like...
Just because I hated it so much, but like my parents were like immigrants and they really wanted me to go to college. So, yeah.
Man, what were you doing in college? And mind you, you went to school in New York. So these weren't just state colleges. You don't have the college experience. You have,
exactly.
Like,
no, I took the bus to college. I took the bus to college and I would go back home. Like as soon as school was over, I would go right back home.
Yeah. It sounds college in New York sometimes could feel like high school.
Yeah, no, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like high school, but just bigger.
And now in college, it was just you cut off all your friends.
Yeah, I didn't like cut them out completely, but like I never hung out with them.
So it was just school, YouTube,
and then work and my regular job, which I was working at a pizzeria.
Damn.
So that was like 60.
Italian?
No, I'm Greek.
Okay.
But it was like 60 hours a week, so that's why like every spare second I had I wanted to spend on YouTube because I had no time for myself. It was either hanging out with people or doing YouTube.
Right.
So that's the whole thing. And then I was also working for Danny, Cool Man Coffee Dan, for a little bit too, as like an animator for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were, I mean, it sounds like you were really building.
Yeah, bro. I would fucking wake up every morning at 6:30 a.m. Like code or do YouTube.
Yeah.
Then go to school, go to work, and then like from 11 p.m. to like 1 a.m. I would fucking work on my shit.
Yeah.
And then wake up at 6:30 again the next morning. Like I was fucking living off of adrenaline. It was fucked up.
You really listened to Gary V podcast.
Yeah, I listened to Gary too much.
Bro. Jeez,
it's not a healthy lifestyle.
Damn, you was really eating shit every single day.
Yeah.
Bro. So what you were building your bag up at this point, like money was coming in then, right? Like you were saving
I didn't
up a lot
start.
of money.
Nah, I haven't like
the fuck?
started making money until like this past year.
So I mean, you were working at the pizzeria.
I wasn't making money there.
Okay, so you was working all the time. So I'm guessing at this point you had no chance to like date or like.
No.
I mean, obviously you found.
No, because the whole thing was like in my mind. I'm like, all right, like this year, like shit's gonna pay off. Like when I'm 20 or 19, like I was 20 years old, I was like, all right, I'm gonna focus really hard this year, and I'm gonna make money. And then like I started living my life, and that just went on for like 6 to 8 years of me being like, okay, this is gonna be my year. Yeah, this is gonna be my year.
This year gonna be it. This year gonna be it. And then
Yeah.
every year you just see the subscriber count go up like by 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck.
But yeah, that's the thing about YouTube. It's like sometimes you won't hit like an exponential growth until.
Oh yeah, no, I went from like 6K subs to 100K in like a month.
Right.
Like when I finally hit my blow up.
Yeah. Now, when you hit your glow up, right? Did that translate to like confidence? Did that translate to like word? Now I could go on Tinder and
when I hit 100K
any bitch.
subs?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, damn.
I didn't feel more confident, honestly.
No, but that success didn't give you some type of.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely made me feel more confident. Where I was like, I'm somebody now. I guess.
Right.
But
And like it's like on a date you could talk about your passions and like your achievements.
It wasn't like that confidence boosting where it was like it changed my life because I don't have a mill yet. Once I get that thing over there, that's when I.
Right. That's when the pussies really starts coming. No,
exactly.
I'll tell you from firsthand experience that's not true.
Really?
Yeah. I just end up having a girlfriend.
Okay.
Which is is great, but it's like I think at any point in your career, it's like dating and sex and girls. It's like it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to get into that for a little bit. Right. Did that not eat away at you?
What?
Like just being a virgin?
Oh yeah, no, it definitely did.
It did, right?
Yeah, of course.
And what were you doing about it? We're just like
nothing. Nothing. I was like, it'll happen. It'll happen next year.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah, and then it just didn't.
Did you end up going on a couple dates
when I was like
when you were in New York and when you were grinding?
Oh, during those early years, no,
Yeah, not at all.
no, because I wasn't even talking to my friends. Why would I go on a date? I was not hanging out with anyone.
Wow.
Yeah, like people would invite me out places. I'm like, no, I'm busy, and go
Really?
straight home after school, whatever, and just work.
Did you feel like that was like kind of like an unhealthy?
No, it was definitely unhealthy.
Right.
Yeah, because I didn't hang out with anyone.
When did you start hanging out with people? Like when you
No,
moved
like,
to LA?
so, like-
or like when you blew up on YouTube?
Not when I blew up on, like I would hang out, like let's say I'd hang out with my friends like once every 2 months or something.
2 months?
Yeah, like to play basketball or some shit.
That's it.
Yeah, or like go to bars a couple times, but that was really it. I didn't actually like start hanging out with people like consistently until I came to LA, like back in the fall.
At the time, so how did you eventually like get up to the point of losing it? Did you start going on more dates out here?
Yeah, just hitting people up that I knew. I was hanging out with people more. Like I think the confidence after LA, I just had more confidence where I was like, let me just hang out with people, like actually enjoy living my life.
So it's like it's more about just hanging out with people rather than like